Yo, what's up? What's good? What's happening to y'all? Like, how you doing? How you doing? Well, let's welcome to Soccer Street Voice right here in Nigeria. Well, my name is Talomon, and what are we talking about today? Where Manchester United yesterday surprised the whole world. On Soccer Street Voice, the fans' voice is louder than the pundits' voice. And today we've got a game that's got the whole world talking about up till now. That game got everything in it, and it had the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm talking about Manchester United 5, Leon 4, 9-goal thriller in 120 minutes. 13 goals in both legs. And this is crazy, man. I've never seen this kind of encounter before. But Manchester United were quite dominant. And if you go on the social media right now, Manchester United fans are right in cloud nine. They're making all the whole noises everywhere, proud of their club, proud of Ruben Amorim, who turned the game around and eventually it turned out in their favor. Well, congratulations to all Manchester United fans around the world. Well, this is a monumental win, and let's look forward to what is going to happen in the next match. Well, let's talk about our encounter yesterday. Manchester United remains the only unbeaten club across all European competitions. And you're aware of the fact that Chelsea lost yesterday, leaving Manchester United the only club who have not lost a single game in Europa and, of course, all the European competitions. Well, kudos to all Manchester United fans around the globe. This is definitely a milestone, and let's see if it works out in your favor. Let's see if Manchester United can go all out and win the Europa League. This is going to be an amazing achievement. Talk about the encounter yesterday. It was crazy. You know, one of the greatest comebacks in the history of Manchester United. And Manchester United were quite dominant in the first half, you know, pressing the ball, passing the balls in areas that affected Lyon. And of course, it paid off with 2 goals in the first half. They were so good. The statistics were in their favor. I don't even know what the coach told them yesterday, but they performed really incredible in the first half. But what happened in the second half is what we want to talk about right now. Manchester United were quite complacent. They thought the match was done and dusted, and they thought that they had already won the match. You understand? But in football, you don't do things like that. They come back to hurt you. You know, they missed a couple of chances in the first half. It should have been or would have been 4 goals up. But, you know, for Garnacho missed a couple of chances. You know, United's captain, Bruno Fernandes, hit the bar. It would have been a phenomenal goal of the year, but then it didn't just work out. And, you know, those chances, those missed chances came back in the second half to hurt Manchester United when Lyon took dominance of the second half. It would have been worse for Manchester United if not for Onana. And of course, Onana has come under heavy backlash from a lot of critics around the world that he's one of the worst keepers at Manchester United. But I think I differ in that opinion because Onana is one of the best keepers in the whole world. He proved it yesterday. And even for Onana, it would have been worse for Manchester United yesterday, believe it or not. I watched the match from 1 to the end. So that's one thing about Manchester United. Once they are winning games and they are 2 goals up, they feel that the game is over, and then they become complacent and they don't put more energy. They don't move the ball forward again. The players, if they have all it takes to win the match and stuff like that. But the opposite was the case yesterday when Lyon came back so strong in the second half and Manchester United were very, very appalling, very lethargic. I always talk about the midfield. Manchester United needs to do a whole lot of reshuffle in the summer because they need a lot of fast players who have pace in the midfield, who can match energy for energy, not the likes of Casemiro, who's gone right now. Casemiro, when I watched him play yesterday, he was quite good, but he was lacking in strength. He was lacking in pace. Though he got a whole lot of tackles correctly, but how about moving forward? He was delaying a lot of counters yesterday, to my own opinion, and I'll tell you that was the reason why Manchester United could not just coordinate the midfield. And it happened that Manchester United don't have a striker. They don't have a striker. I always say that Rasmus Højlund is not just an out and out number nine. He is so sloppy, so lethargic. He's not vivacious. He doesn't take the ball straight into the final third and make some impact. And when you play with that kind of attack, no matter how good the midfield is, there's no impact in the final third. So I think Manchester United can do well by signing a very prolific striker in the summer. Yeah, so like I said, Leon just took over in the second half, and the restored parity scored 2 goals, which was quite unfortunate, which took the game to extra time. And Manchester United suddenly trailing by 2 goals. Whoa, crazy, man. Who would have thought that was possible? But it happened in football. Everything is possible. And then from human perspective, everybody thought the match was over. Lots of Manchester United fans were exiting the stadium. Most of Manchester United fans from the viewing center where I watched the match yesterday exited. And, one worst thing is that they could not just watch the dramatic comeback of Manchester United yesterday. By the time they came back to see what was going on, it was too late. Manchester United had already done the magic and stuff like that. So I went on the street yesterday to find out the people's opinions yesterday, and I met one Manchester United fan yesterday who actually told me that Manchester United don't play football, they only perform magic. And of course, that was absolutely correct, because yesterday what happened was not football, it was magical. It was magical. Because I know Manchester United, they have this ability to control magical moments, create a lot of opportunities, and come back and win the game when it looks as if the game is done and dusted. Well, that's exactly what happened yesterday, and that's why they call them the comeback kings. In the history of Manchester United, if you watch them, they are the greatest comeback kings. And I just want to say kudos to Onana, and of course Kobe Mainoo and Dalot Wate, and of course Harry Maguire. To me, he was the match winner, believe it or not. And to me, he was man of the match. And that is how you play. So the big question now is, can Manchester United go to Atletico Bilbao in Spain and pull the strings they did at Old Trafford and bring back positive results, and wait for Atletico at Old Trafford to replicate the same feat they did to Lyon? It's a very big question, and it's up for you to answer that. Just go down straight in the comment section and let's know exactly what you think about that. Can Manchester United win the Europa League? Can they go to Atletico Bilbao and pull a surprise there? To me, I think it's possible. Even before the Europa League started, I think I voted Manchester United as the favorite to go all out and win the Europa League. And the way it seems right now is going in that trajectory. Manchester United haven't lost just a single game, and is a very positive sign. And potentially, I think they are the favorite right now after pulling that kind of dramatic return. And I think everybody on the street have voted Manchester United to clinch the title. And I personally think they have all it takes, no matter what. I think Zegzi is out, but I think they have a coach who can pull those strings, who can make those adjustments, who can make those tweaks. Like you see what happened in the final latter stages of the game, where Harry Maguire was deployed to the attack, and you see what happened. It resulted into the winning goal you saw yesterday. So let me know from your perspective what you think about Manchester United. Are they good? Can they defeat Atletico Bilbao? What do you think is going to be the outcome of their match when Manchester United travel to Spain? For me, I think Manchester United eliminating Lyon, I think they are the favorite to clinch the Europa Cup. That's for me. And well, I just want to let you know, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, just go down there and tap the subscribe button, tap the like button as well. And let's hear your comment. Let's see your comment right in the comment section. Let's know what you think about Manchester United at the moment. I think they've given up on the Premier League already, and this is the only chance, this is the only option they have getting back into the Champions League. And if they win this one, I think the whole fans around the world will be so excited about Manchester United. And that's where I just want to leave it for you. But I just want to say thank you very much. And to all Manchester United fans around the globe, well, kudos to you. And thank you very much for staying with us in Soccer Street Voice. Do well by sending in your comments. Let's know what exactly your thoughts are concerning Manchester United's game against Atletico Bilbao. And do you think Manchester United stand the chance of winning the Europa League? That's what we're talking about today. Well, Talumon is my name right here in Nigeria, where we represent the voices of fans on the street. Thank you, and God bless you.